Looks like the sun's come out. All right, I'm just standing here in the meadow down below Ostler, where I took pictures last fall, and I wanted to show you this first. It's just a really lovely little place, nice, just beautiful little stream, and got the mountain scenery, of course. So just a really cool location. So I'm looking at the mountain now, and just kind of, honestly, I'm just looking at it and thinking, how the hell do I get up there? This will be my first, the challenge of today is this is going to be my first climb of a mountain, or attempt at the peak of a mountain that doesn't have a trail going up it. I've, of course, climbed lots of mountains before, and I've done so without trails going to the summit, where you kind of scramble the last little bit. But this is going to be route finding the whole way, and that's going to be my challenge, is finding the safe route up there without getting cliffed out, or getting myself in a bad spot. So I know I'm going to head that way. I think I know Ostler Lake is over that way. And I'll have a different view from there. This would be the North Ridge, I guess, right here. I think I'm going to climb up the other side of that, but I'm not sure. I'll see. I'll have, like I say, a better view when I get over to the lake, I guess. But a little bit daunting, to be honest with you. Time to start. I'm gonna connect to the trail for just a little bit longer, because it looks like there's maybe a ridge I can catch up here to make the approach a little bit better. So anyway, we're off. All right. So this is not Ostler Lake. This is I don't know if it has a name or not. Just more of a small pond. I'll take a look here. Wow. It's pretty. There are clouds moving in, so I'm kind of watching the sky, but yeah, it's really pretty. Heading up that way somewhere. Actually, I think this is the ridge that I'm going to try to get to. So I'm going to try to cut over here a little bit more so I can see where I'm going, maybe, instead of trying to climb up that cliff right there. Not that cliff, this one here. I am glad I didn't try to hike the rest of the way up here last night. It's steep. We'll look at how far I've come so far. So, to have been as cold and tired and winded as I was, and to try and wet, to try to come up here with a full pack last night wouldn't have been fun at all. So there's a lake over there. It's got to be Ostler. I'm going to try to continue the direction I'm going. I'm not sure. I imagine it wraps around the other side of this little bluff in front of me. Should be able to get a vantage from the south shore of the lake. So if I can avoid hiking all the way back to the lake, right here somewhere is the ridge that I'm going up. I just want to get a look at it from a clear view, get a perspective, and try to get an idea of the route. And holy cow, the mosquitoes are awful. Okay. Okay, it looks like this is about what I'm shooting for. I'm gonna get up this slide area down here, this rock pile down here, and shoot for kind of that point right there. But before I get to the top, I'm gonna cut across on one of these cliff bands, and hopefully there's some sign of, like, not a trail, but where people have walked before, so I kind of know when I get up there. I hope it's a little more obvious. But then I'll kind of traverse under the ridge line. There's a saddle you're supposed to cut through. I'm not sure if it's this one. It's more of a notch, but or up there somewhere. But anyway, at some point I cut to the other side. I think this is actually a false summit here, and the true summit's just on the other side over there. So it's not getting any less intimidating, but I'm just gonna start just putting one foot in front of the other here and just start up this mountain. There's a little bit of a path you can see here. I don't know if they're goat trails or if this is where people usually, if this is the route people usually take to climb. Just trying to get up here to where I can see where I'm at. So here's where I'm gonna make a decision here shortly, or I've made the decision. I ended up carrying my not my full backpack. I left my tent and what I could back there, but I carried my actual pack with my camera bag inside, just to be able to carry some extra clothes and food and stuff. My camera bag, unfortunately, is too small to put anything in. So when I'm doing stuff like this, having the extra weight pulling me backwards is not easy, and it's not safe. So while I had safety in mind to bring the extra clothes and stuff, it's a couple miles closer now if I do need it. And I think I'm gonna find a spot to drop the main or the larger pack here somewhere. Oh my God, I gotta get this pack off. All right, well, that really wasn't good. I was trying to come up this little chute right below me here, and all the rocks were loose, and I was slipping backwards, and the pack was pulling me, and that's what I'm just trying to get up here to a spot where I know I'll be able to leave my pack and find it again. But anyway, I started sliding, rocks started sliding around me, and I was gonna go right over that edge right there if with one false move. It was pretty scary moment there for a second. So I can't be trying to scramble up too much more of this with that backpack, so I think I'm just gonna leave it here, and famous last words, I guess. Hopefully I find it. Just having so much trouble because I don't know where to go, and I don't know exactly when I'm getting into stuff that's more extreme as an indication that I'm off the route I should be, that I'm getting into stuff more technical than I should be. Got a couple of moments now where I just get to a point where I'm afraid to let go, and I don't know which direction to go. Alright, I need to stop and take a break and just kind of get my composure a little bit. I'm getting really super short of breath, and I was almost to the point where my body wanted to hyperventilate, just kind of go into panic mode. And so I'm just trying to calm myself a little bit. I see there's a huge rock cairn over there, so I came up down there. So I'm guessing I was not on the common route, but I'm gonna have to go back down this way because of leaving my pack, so I hope that wasn't a stupid move. We'll find out. I really don't know with these clouds rolling in. I'm getting kind of nervous with that too, and yeah, it's just hard because I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I'm making it harder than I need to be or more dangerous than I need to be. If I'm kind of where I should be, or I've got to get up this ridge. So shit. Got this cliff here. So Ostler Peak is over there. I don't know if this is the saddle I cut through or not. And man, that just looks sketchy. It's crazy. Hopefully I get to a spot where I kind of level out and figure out where this saddle is here pretty soon. Oh my goodness. I know you're not going to be able to see it on this GoPro. There's a mountain goat up there. Let me see if I can zoom in. He's climbing down the edge there. I don't know if you can see him. That's as far out as it'll zoom. Right there. There's two babies up there and one baby down there and an adult. Sorry if the audio gets bad up here. It's starting to get pretty windy. Just give you kind of a panoramic view. That would be Ostler Lake. And the meadow way down there is the meadow I started at a few hours ago. And then over here, got Amethyst Lake. And so, let's see. I'm guessing the meadow. Sorry, I'm really shaky right now, so I'm trying not to move too much. I'm not usually bothered by heights, but my vision's kind of starting to get blurry, and I'm just feeling disoriented. So I'm just a little bit decided to sit down for a little bit. But yeah, that meadow down there is where my tent is, where I camped last night. So pretty incredible. I just don't know about this. I'm getting into this slope with just really loose scree, and I thought I was supposed to go up this way. I thought I was kind of on a path, but I feel really uncomfortable with the footing here. Any one of these rocks can go any minute. So I think I'm gonna backtrack a little bit and just reassess and see if there's a different route. I think this is charged enough that I can show you why I'm so nervous. So I'm crossing these rock fields, and there's no certainty to any step. And if, the wrong rock goes, it's all over. I hate to say it, but I'm getting really close to calling it. Just keep getting into areas where I'm just not comfortable. Just really, really loose rocks. I've started several rock slides and just not confident in my navigation. And I'm pretty sure it goes right along here, and then that's the false summit, and you go around the backside and climb up to the true summit. You see there's a snowfield there, and of course I left my crampons. I couldn't see any snow when I was coming up, so I left my crampons on somewhere on this side of this mountain. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to just head towards that snowfield and see if I get up there, if it's pretty sketchy, if it's deep. I'm gonna stop there. All right, this is killing me to do this, but I'm just it's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but it's now that I've gotten closer, that snowfield is steeper and deeper than it looked from down there. I'm just not feeling safe right now. I'm not confident in my ability to find my way back, and I don't want to keep pushing and have it get later on me. The weather's kind of still iffy, so I think it's time to turn around. I was saying last night or this morning, whenever that was, that you gotta respect the mountain too, and you gotta know your limits sometimes. And I'm just in a situation that's probably a little bit over my head right now. So I got close. This is the false summit right here. So I'm probably, just elevation-wise a couple hundred feet below the summit. But it'll be something to go and brush up on my understanding of the route a little bit better and try to get some good route. But kind of another thing happened just a little bit ago. Really made me think. I had my phone in my pocket, and it keeps, like I say, I try to lock it. I was going along this pretty sketchy cliff over here, and rocks are sliding out from under my feet, and I was really nervous, and all of a sudden I heard my son's voice, and it was a video I shot of Caden at the park the other day. It hit me pretty hard how it's not worth the risk. Just to say that I did this, but it's not worth the risk. So maybe he and I will climb this together someday. But right now the point is living another day to try again, and today is not the day to go all the way. So. It's just one of those things with I just don't trust these rocks with my ability to see my son again. So I fell once kind of on my stomach as I was trying to lower myself down a little while ago, but I've had a couple of rocks that just kick right out from under me, and the big ones will roll too. So yeah, like I say, I've said it a few times now, I'm starting to sound like a broken record. I'm just trying to convince myself not to turn around, probably, or to continue down, not to try again, because I wanted to try to get up there pretty bad. But yeah, like I say, it's not worth gambling the ability to see my little boy again. See that? Rain. About to get rained on. Oh, damn it. These rocks are gonna get very slippery on top of the on top of everything else I'm dealing with. This section's not as bad though. I mean, you can take over there, you couldn't take a single step without almost starting a rock slide and rolling to your death. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm realizing is it's not a matter of not having what it takes. It's just I probably don't have the experience to climb this mountain or to route find on this mountain, and it's I can tuck my tail between my legs, or I can just look at it that way, just realize that it's an experience thing, and I tried, and now I kind of need to know what skills I need to work on. So but I was getting really uncomfortable to the point of, well, just every step was really sketchy and scary, but also just in my confidence and my ability to find my way back down. And I'm still not, I know I'm on the right path now, but once I get past these parts, as far as finding my backpack, I'm a little bit worried about that yet. So not sure how much you could hear me at the top or up there when I turned around. Now that I have turned around, made the call to do so, I can admit a lot of things. First thing is as I've said, I was not comfortable at all with that, and I realized as I was coming back that I was off route and I shouldn't have been in that area that I was in. And then, like I say, I saw what might have been a better approach, at least to the snowfield, and but by then I realized the rain was moving in, and I should keep moving here because it's not hit too hard yet. It's just been kind of intermittent, but even before that, I'm getting a bad headache. I know the elevation's getting to me. I did get up to 12,000 feet, I think. I haven't checked, I guess. I'll check it out. But anyway, it was about ready to start raining, and I'm having enough trouble moving slowly enough. If I would have pressed on, I was moving very, very slow. The rocks are getting slippery, and it's just getting harder. So it was time to go down, and I'm not. Well, the biggest thing I wanted to say, and I don't know if you could hear this in the wind, was right before that, I'd had some falls and some stumbles, and I'd set off a couple of rock slides right beneath my feet, and I was just getting really nervous to where I was scared to take the next step, and I was kind of in a bad spot, and I managed to pocket dial on my phone and bring up a video that I recorded a couple days ago of when I took Caden to the park, and so I just all of a sudden I heard my son's voice. That hit hard, just like these raindrops are. It just made me realize that, as badly as I wanted to see the view from the top of that peak, I want to see my son again, exponentially worse. So, I feel good about the call. It's not a matter of seeing if I have what it takes to get up there. That's a stupid ego thing, and I know I kind of played into that a little bit when I first started this. But sometimes trying and being smart and learning, being able to learn, and all those other things are a lot more important, and that's what it takes to really grow in these kinds of pursuits. So that's what I'm doing, but I've got a long ways to go to get off this mountain. So okay, I found my backpack, and I just wanted to clarify one more thing with kind of what I was saying earlier. When I first started this hike, I made the comment about just wanting to get out and see what I could do, and I've been thinking about that as I was walking, and I hope that didn't come off as some kind of ego thing, because it really wasn't, and this isn't revisionist history. I just want to be honest. It really was more about just seeing if I had what it takes, I guess is what I said, to even come out and try. Just been struggling with some things, and been kind of had some fairly serious bouts of depression through the past winter and a little beyond. So it's very easy for me to just not try right now. So I'm trying to fight through that a little bit, and so I just wanted to be honest about that and clarify that. So I have no regrets about not getting to the top of the mountain, because I could have. When I woke up Monday morning, I almost talked myself out of even coming. And as I was driving, I was just like, I'm just not into it. Got to the trailhead, and it was raining, and it's like, but any one of those points I could have given up, not and that would have been for the wrong reasons, because I want to get back into doing this kind of stuff, get back to finding myself again and being myself again. And most people that know my stories know that coming up just short is pretty classic me. But I don't have any regrets about not pressing on, about turning around when I did turn around here. That was the right call. This is what's called being cliffed out. Got to a point down there where I just couldn't go any farther, and I had to take my pack off, and now I'm trying to work my way out of it, carrying my pack, and I'm dropping my pack, and I'm going ahead a little bit to scout and just trying to figure out how the hell to get down. The problem is my pack keeps bumping the rock wall behind me and knocking me off balance, and the rock underneath my feet is so loose. Any slight little shift and it goes. Thought coming up this earlier was hard, to the point where I can't wear my pack because it's throwing me around too much. I need to make sure my feet are set before I move it. I'm just gonna have to climb down this and reach up and try to grab it. Literally at the end of this never-ending boulder field, almost to flat ground, back down to the meadow. I just had a rock roll across my shin and onto my foot. I'm okay. I just holy hell, but and I broke my pole. Great. Hey, good morning. It's July 29th, I guess. I ended up hiking down last night and just camping another night here. I was exhausted. It was a rough hike down, and I had a terrible headache, so by the time I stumbled back to camp, I was ready to just drop in my tracks, basically. So anyway, I thought I'd give you one more quick look at the mountain and point out where I was. I'll turn the camera around. Okay, so basically I started down here and went around the trail, off trail, around the side of the mountain to Ostler Lake over there, which is over there. And came up the backside of this ridge, and this is the North Ridge. So I was coming right up the backside of that, and what you see right there behind that tree is kind of where I approached. Went along right under that ridge, and you can see like all those vertical slots, or those kind of windows I look through every once in a while. And I got basically to the point where all of those end up there, and it looks pretty steep even from down here. I couldn't figure out if I was supposed to go up this face right here or go around. From up there it just looked incredibly steep, and it was just loose scree the whole way, and so it just did not seem from my vantage at the time, it didn't seem like that was the right way to go. So I went around, because I'd read that you were supposed to go, this here is that false summit that I was talking about, and this is the true peak. So you're supposed to be able to go around the backside of that and find a little, through a saddle, and find a scramble up to the top of the peak there. But yeah, I just got into some really sketchy areas, and it wasn't safe, and I realized I was in over my head, and it was time to call it when I did, for sure. I probably should have done so before I actually did. But so anyway, I wanted to share that story of what happened up there when I did make the decision to turn around, because I know the wind was blowing really, really hard up there, so I'm not sure how much of the audio you were able to hear. So I was in a bad spot. I was thinking back to, and I've shared some stories with a lot of you about, sketchy positions I've been in the past. This ranked up there for sure. I was at the point where I know I wasn't on the course that I was supposed to be on, and I just got in this scree field where every step felt like it was 50-50 if it was going to be my last. And I'd been going on like that for a long time, hours. And I just got to this point where I was scared to move. I got in a place where I was scared to move. If I slipped and started to fall, or started a rock slide above me or below, under my feet, it was over. That's all there was to it. And I didn't feel like I could go up. I didn't feel like I could go down. And like I say, I was hours into the climb at that point, and just barely able to move along. And anyway, I got to a point where I was, like I say, just scared to even move, and just kind of clinging there to this wall. And I somehow, not pocket dialed, but opened the video up on my phone in my pocket, and it just happened to open to this right at this point where I felt like I couldn't go on. I felt like I was just ready to have a complete breakdown and not be able to go on. This video started playing in my pocket. It was from when I took Caden to the park the other day, my son Caden to the park the other day, and he'd gone down, or he started to go down this slide, this big slide he calls it, and but when he went the first time, or started to, he bumped his head, so he was scared to go. And I was like, all right, you don't have to, buddy, just have fun. And so he played for a little bit longer, and then he decided he wanted to try again, and so he did. And as the video starts playing, I was telling him, he did go down the slide, the big slide, and I was, saying, oh, good job, Caden, you did it, I'm so proud of you, you're so brave. And so all I could hear in my pocket, coming from my pocket in that moment, was Caden's voice saying, so brave, because he was agreeing with me that he was brave. And and I just had this moment where I really started thinking about, how are people going to explain to my 3-year-old that he's not going to see Daddy anymore. There was an accident, and Daddy's not with us anymore. And it's like I can't let that happen. And so it's when I was like, all right, I'm turning around, I'm getting off this mountain. And there are definitely more important things than making it the last couple hundred vertical feet to the top sometimes. And that was the lesson of the day yesterday, I think. And it goes beyond that, bigger things in life right now. But yeah. So thank you to Ostler Peak.